Hello, and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. My name is Lisa, and I live in Michigan with my husband and my two girls. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. And this is episode 123. Got my coffee and my Scrappy Sunday mug. Pumpkin spice creamer. Today is Sunday, October 17th, 2021. This is a podcast, channel, vlog, whatever you want to call it, where I share my knitting, crocheting, sometimes cross-stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. If you are new, welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box. I'll have links to where you can find me. I'm most active on Instagram. I'll have links to all the yarn, bags, patterns, all that good stuff right down there. Today I have finished objects. We'll say 2.5 finished objects. I'll talk about that in a minute. And 3 whips. And a gift. Somebody bought me something. They were sneaky. We'll talk about that later. And possibly my next cast on, depending on how things go. As I think I keep saying, like every episode, I might get sick. I might not record week after week, and here I am. Didn't get sick. Well, I think I kind of got it. I had a sore throat for like 2 or 3 days, but that was it. So I don't know if it was actual cold or allergies or something, or the weather's been doing crazy stuff. So maybe it's weather related. I don't know, but I'm here. Yeah, I guess that's my spiel. You want to get started? Oh, the coffee's so good. All right, finished objects. Number 1. Oh, socks. Oh, I love these. This is Regia. What's the number? 03653. I love these so much. I think these are going to be for my mom. I said in my previous episode, but she does not like them. We wear the same exact shoe. So whatever her placement for the heel is the same for mine. So if she's like, I don't know, I don't like those, then I will take them. But look at these. I do 64 stitches, 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I think for the legs, for my longer socks, I do 70 rows. Yeah, I think 70 rows. Afterthought heel. These ones, yeah, these do not match. But since they're like so busy, you can't even tell. They're off a little bit, but yeah, they're really busy. So, it's fine. So, yep, these are done. And I was looking through my show notes last week, and I think this next finished object wasn't even a whip. So I don't know how in the world I finished these. Let me look back here. Yep. I only had 1 pair of socks cast on last week. So I don't know how this happened, but it happened. These ones are for me. I think was it last summer? Oh, I don't know. No, I think it was 2 summers ago. Yeah, I made a pair of socks for my friend Amy, Happy Little Yarn. And I made her longer socks, I believe. And out of my stash, and she said, hey, I bought that color. So she sent hers to me so I can make myself a pair. I decided to do shorties. I think I made a cowl with the other ball. And I copied her heel and toe color. This is Knitpicks Stroll Paisley Heather, and this is Knitpicks Felici Carrot Cake. Don't match. Don't care. That kind of bugs me a little bit. It's going to be on the bottom of my foot. Nobody's going to see it. So yeah, 64 stitches and 12 rows of 2x2 rib. I think I did 3 or 4 rounds for the leg, and then I did my foot. So yeah, I don't know when I started these. Was it Tuesday? It must have been Monday or Tuesday, because I know I finished them. Must have been Monday. I don't know, time. But I know I finished them before the clue came out. I think I finished them a day before. I think I finished them Wednesday. I don't know when I started them, but I finished them on Wednesday. So, yep. Socks. 2 pairs of socks this week. Go me. All right, now this one is my 0.5 finish object because I finished this like 2 or 3 years ago. I wore it like once or twice, and I'm like, I don't care for this. Something's not right. I don't know if it's too scratchy or I don't know what. I was like, I don't know. But then I made my kids some, I think earlier. I guess I should show up before I tell the story, because you're like, what are you talking about? So it's a whip that I got out, and I'm like, I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to wash it and block it, because I didn't do that before. That was before I had blocking mats, or I'm like, I don't need to block stuff. You need to block stuff. Look. So this is my flax sweater. I used Knitpicks Wool of the Andes Cobblestone Heather. It's a dark gray. And I duplicate stitched an L on it. So it's kind of a finished object. This L is the finished object. So I washed it and I blocked it, and it feels so much better now. Took a long time to dry, but I think that was because the weather was gross and humid, and yeah. So I made my kids sweaters. I think it was this year. Was it this year? I think it was like March or April or May. I don't know why it feels like 3 years ago to me, but for Christmas presents, because their sweaters got too small, so I made them bigger ones, and then I put their initials on it. And the initials I got from this book. There is a sweater right there. So it has all of the charts for every single letter in the alphabet. So I just used that chart and put it on my flax sweater. So that's where I got the chart from. And yeah, we'll hold it up one more time. Oh, it's beautiful. So there's my L. Yay. So once Christmas rolls around, I'll have to have my husband take a picture of me and my kiddos with all of our sweaters. And no, I'm not making my husband one. He is not knit-worthy whatsoever. He is like so sensitive, scratchy. I offered to make him a hat. Nope. I offered to make him socks, and he's like, nope. So, no sweater for him. All right, that's all my finished objects. All right, are we ready for whips? I think that's it. Yeah, I made that sweater a long time ago. I think I made the large size. I'm pretty sure I used the needles recommended. Yeah, it was a long time ago. So hopefully I will wear it more this winter now that it's washed and it's softened up a lot. Yeah, and I have an L on it, so now it's fancy. Okay, so I finished my Clue 1 for my Mystery Cal on Sunday, so Monday or Tuesday I'm like, well, let's put an L on that sweater while I'm waiting for Clue 2. All right, whips. This is Unusual Surroundings bag. I bought one for me and one for my friend. It was a long time ago. I know I bought it for her birthday. And I'm like, well, I can't really use this bag until her birthday. And then I completely forgot about it. And I was looking through my project bag stash, and I'm like, oh, we're going to use it now. All right, this is a brand new whip. Got out the Felici again. This is Base Jump. Summer 2021. I think it's still in their shop. I haven't looked on their website in a while, so I don't know if this color is still there. I feel like they're going to be probably clearancing that pretty soon, because usually they have new colors in November. But since they were a month late this time, I don't know. Maybe it's December. So anyway, I've been on a Felici kick. So, look at these. I love these. These are for me. Let's see, I used Chiaogoo red lace 2.5 millimeter needles, which is a US 1.5, 64 stitches, magic loop all the way. These are, this cord's, what's going on here? These are counting my rows, 10 rows per marker. And these white ones down here are going to, where I'm going to put my heel. On another pair of shorty socks. I changed these a little bit. Usually I put my heel at row 5, and I think I did 6 this time because I wanted it to be right at that color change. So we'll see how the second sock goes. They're probably not going to match. And the toes and the heels, I'm going to use Stroll Dove Heather, the classic gray. The lighting is really weird. It's making my face all shiny. My face looks shiny. Sorry. I washed my face this morning. That's probably why it's not greasy. I washed my face. It's just shiny. Oh, I didn't even talk about what I was wearing. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, these are for me. I'm going to do shorty socks, just like these ones. I figure since it's getting close to, it's the 17th, I'm probably just going to have shorty socks on the needles because Desert Vista Dye Works Sock Club, November. Oh, I can't believe it's November already. I'm going to be casting on my November socks here soon, so I'm just going to do some shorties because they seem to be pretty fast. Obviously, like 3 days it takes me. I don't know how that happens. So that is all I can say about that. All right, whip number 2. This is Knit for Brains bag. Mario. This is my scrappy Musselburgh hat. I love this thing so much. I got a lot done this week. There was like, I think like 3 days I didn't work on it, and I'm like, oh, I need to work on that. And then I did work on it. The yarn is caught on my progress keeper here. There we go. Da da da! Oh my, I love this. So I was here last Sunday. I think I measured, I think it was like 6 inches. So I'm getting closer. I think I measured it. I didn't do a very good job at measuring it, but I think it was around 13 inches from here. Does that look like 13 inches? So I think I need to do 18 or 19. We'll see how it goes. And then I can do the decreases. I want to finish this so bad. I'm doing the adult medium. I'm using a US 3. I'm using my 16-inch interchangeables from Chiaogoo. When I start the hat, I do magic loop. And when I decrease the hat, I will do magic loop. No DPNs. No, no, no. Never again. I do the disappearing loop cast on. I will have it linked down below. It's awesome. It works. So yeah, if you aren't sure about casting this hat on, it is a little fiddly, but if you do it magic loop, you're good to go. Don't bother doing DPNs. Just don't. Unless you like DPNs. If you love DPNs, then I say go for it. But if you're like, yeah, I don't like DPNs, do magic loop. So yeah, I am doing all Nomadic Yarn scraps. I'm like, I don't know if I have enough. Look at this, guys. Take my magic loop needle on here. See if I can do this. Look. Maybe I'll just get them out. They're some of them are kind of tangled. But I got these. I have a ton. I got this. I'll just grab a handful. I got all these. I got enough. I have enough to finish a hat and probably some more. So right now I'm just trying to do like a little bit of one color. And try not to do repeats, but we'll see if I might have to. I got this one. I think I'm probably just going to use the rest of this before I get on to my next color. I'm weaving my ends as I go. I was going to do the weave and Steven method, but I'm like, I'm not sure if that's going to hold up. Didn't want to risk it, so I wove them in by hand with the needle and such. But, yep, the Musselburgh hat. Oh, I'd love to have this done really soon. I don't know if I can finish it this week. It all depends on my MCal. All right, let's move the Mr. Pumpkin stitch marker. I guess I can show you that real quick. Camera's not the best. Look at the little face. This is by Simply Serving. I think I bought this last year. It's the cutest thing. It has little rosy cheeks. Move my stitch marker. And now we're ready. Ready to go. So yeah, I measured my progress and I got like 6 inches done. I'm like, dang. All right, I'll share what I'm wearing now because I forgot again. This is my Botanic Shawl by Stephen West. I love this one. This one is like, this one's probably my second favorite next to Vertices Unite. I used Knitpicks Felici scraps. I guess I can take it off here for a second. Sorry if the microphone gets all crackly. Oh, I used Knitpicks Felici scraps, and then I held it with Knitpicks Stroll Ash. I want to make another one of these, but do like black as the background. I think that'd be awesome. Oh. So that's my shawl. And I usually wear them like this, granny style. At least in the house. And obviously I will during my podcast because of the microphone. But yeah, that is what I'm wearing. Sorry, I forgot. All right, now I am going to share the mystery knit-along shawlography. I will let you know when I'm going to get it out. This is in my Knit for Brains bag. I think this is her extra large bag zipper. All right, should I go through my colors? Do you want to go through the colors first? Let's set this down so I don't flash it. All right, we'll go through the colors real fast. It's all Knitpicks Stroll. A is pucker. B is black. See if I remember what C was. I think my note's in here, isn't it? Where is it? There it is. C is white. D is patina. And E is ash. So those are my colors. I was getting kind of worried. I'm like, ew, the black and white's getting kind of low. And then I'm like, Lisa, these were 50-gram balls. So you have 50 more grams upstairs. Look that big. So I'm fine. So yesterday I wound up the rest of those, so I'm ready to go. The white one had a knot in it, so technically I have this much left. But I'm not sure. I want to run out. For the rows are going to get longer, so I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. All right, so those are my colors. I am going to show it now. So if you do not want to see it, close your eyes, take a nap, take a potty break, go refill your coffee. I don't know what else you do. Go change the laundry out, put it in the dryer, take it out of the washer, you know. All right, are you gone now? I'm going to show it now, and I will tell you when I'm going to put it down so you can come back. All right, I'm going to show it now. I am on Clue 2. I finished section 7, so that's where I'm at. Section 7 is complete. Clue 2, section 7. All right, are you ready? I'm going to show it now, okay? Oh my word. Look at that. I love this part. I'm trying not to talk about it too much, so if they left the room, that they can't hear me. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. I don't know if you can kind of see these little doodads. Look at that. Try to hold it still for you so you can see it. Try to do it up close. Oh my word, look at that. All right. I'm going to... I set it down. You can come back. We are done showing it. I really, really wish I could show this on Instagram. But I think I will, obviously, when it's done. We'll see how I get, if I get behind on it and like all the clues are out and it's 2 weeks out, I might just share my progress from there on out. So far, I'm keeping up. I have 2 more sections to go, and it is Sunday. So, yeah. I think after this, I think this is like, I have 2 more sections and then it's half done already. Wow. Oh, I just love this. These are like so not my colors. This color, I would not be caught dead wearing this. But it's amazing in the shawl. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, I was working on this and my oldest, she's like, whoa, Mom, I love that. Can you make me one? And I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know. Probably not. This is very stressful. And she's like, well, you already did it once. Then you know how to do it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is watch his videos. His videos are a lifesaver. Yeah. And when the clues come out, I watch the videos all the way through. So I know what's going to happen. And then that way, if I am on Instagram, I'll be like, oh, I already know what that looks like. It's okay. That way I don't get spoiled. So that's how I've been doing it. Because I can't stay off of Instagram. Are you nuts? So, oh my word, I love it. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see where it's going because this last section is like, what? So far, no brioche. Oh, thank God. I'm hoping there's no brioche in it. That is one thing where it's like, nope, I'm not gonna. There's so much stuff that I've learned in this so far that I don't think my brain can take brioche. So, cross my fingers, no brioche. Please, no brioche. So that is all of my jammy pants. That's all of my whips. So pretty much I started those socks like Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday was the shawl. And it's probably going to be the shawl until it's done. And then we'll see how many days I have until the next clue. And then I'll just work on socks until then. That is the plan. Working on my hat usually in the evenings. I worked on it a little bit this morning because I didn't want to touch the shawl before I started recording. So, excuse me. All right. Are we ready for sneaky presents? Ready for sneaky presents. So I get a package in the mail from Stitching Plaza, and I'm like, I didn't order anything. Did I order something? And I forgot. And I'm like, oh, Georgianne, she's being sneaky. She probably made a bag, and she thought I had to have it. So then I opened it, and I'm like, wait a second. She didn't send me this. Somebody else did. I think it's okay if I show this. So this was the note, the little note inside. And I'm like, Desiree, who's Desiree? And I'm like, I remember, I'm pretty sure she watches. I remember somebody DMing me about, I want to buy you this bag. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. It's fine. I have tons of project bags. But thank you. So, she was sneaky. I know I've bought so many bags from Georgianne. Stitching Plaza. Here's the bag. What? Christmas vacation? Oh my word. So I'm like, well, I didn't tell her my address. How'd she know where I live? And I'm like, oh, that's right. Stitching Plaza. She probably has my address in her records. So she was sneaky. But thank you. Oh, if I hit my face. I love it. Squirrel. The turkey. And then we were chatting. Because I put on Instagram, I'm like, who sent me this bag? I want to thank them. So she told me that she hasn't even seen Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm like, all right. Told her, you need to watch that. If any of you out there have not watched that, please, please, please watch it. It is a classic. It's a classic. And then the house with all the Christmas lights on it. Oh, my word. Oh, I love it so much. And the moose mug. What? And the camper. The RV. Oh. So it's a drawstring bag. Christmas lights on the top. And then it says over the river and through the woods on the inside. So I need to cast on a Christmas pair of socks. I don't have very much Christmas yarn. I think I have one that I bought last year. This one. Vesper sock yarn. This is Joyful Noise. I saw Knit for Brains, Laura was knitting this. I'm like, oh, I have that in my stash. So this is really my only Christmas one that I have in my possession. I have ordered some Advent yarns. So maybe I'll use for that. I don't know. But and then I also have that one right there. That's a West Yorkshire spinner. I showed it last week. That is a Christmas one. So maybe I'll cast on those. I don't know. Right now I'm just focusing on the Steam West MCal. But thank you. Thank you. I love it. And you didn't have to buy me a bag. I said you didn't have. You were sneaky. Sneaky little viewers. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay. Dream cast-ons. Potential next cast-ons. More Felici. This one is Ribbit. I've had this one in my stash since summer 2019. So I think this is going to be next. If I finish those other socks and I still have time. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to finish the last two sections today. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe one. And I'll start the other one, but I don't think I'm going to finish today. I think I need another day or two. So we will see. Might have these cast on. All right. I think that's it. That's it. Ready for reading and watching? Reading and watching. All right, reading. I finished 2 books this week. Excuse me again. I finished Frankenstein, the classic 1800 book. If that won't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. I haven't read it in a long time, and I thought I'd go back to it, and I did. It's a short one. I also finished Poison for Breakfast by Lemony Snicket. I guess it's a new book. He came out with a new book. I have Audible, and I was just scrolling around. Sometimes they have titles that are included in your membership, so you don't have to use credits, and that was one, and I'm like, what? It's so good. And the same narrator, I can't remember his name. Lemony Snicket did the Unfortunate Events. Oh, I can't remember the title. With the children. I don't know if that's the whole thing, but anyway. The series on Netflix. He was the narrator in the series, and he was the one that read the audiobook, and it's perfection. So if you like this, I think it's the series of Unfortunate Events. I think that's what the books are called. I should know this, but I don't. If you like those books, read this one. It was very good. I think it came out in August of this year, and I totally missed it. Didn't even, usually I come across things like this, but I didn't this time. So it was a short book. I think it was only like 3 hours long, so that was nice to have a nice short one. So those were the ones I finished. I am currently reading When He Was Wicked. That is Bridgerton number 6. So far, so good. And then Night Road by Kristin Hannah. I thought this was a new book. It's not a new book. I was looking at my library website for like new books, and I'm like, oh, she's got a new book out. I put a hold on it, and it finally came, and then I was on Goodreads, and I'm like, wait a second. This book came out in like, was it 2012? 2015? Something like that. I'm like, oh, this is not a new book, but I have not read it before, so far so good. All right, that's it for reading and watching. The Night Road is a Kindle book, and the Bridgerton book is a audiobook. All right, watching. I finished Lucifer, season 1. So good. So I am just going to continue on the Lucifer train, bandwagon, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to keep on going. There was a big cliffhanger at the end, and I'm like, nope, I can't stop. We got to keep going. And my husband and I are still watching Stargate SG-1 season 5. We started out like a British show. I think it's called Spaced. It's weird. Excuse me. It's weird. It's all right. It's funny, but it's just weird. It kind of reminds me of IT Crowd. If you've watched that, it kind of feels like that a little bit, but not computer related, if that makes any sense. It's okay. There's only one season of it, so we'll just finish it up. And then I'm watching The Walking Dead. So good. I love The Walking Dead. I'm going to be so sad when it's done. I guess I could always go back and rewatch it. I bet it's going to be really weird. It's been on for like 11 years or 11 seasons. I think this is 11th season. So I think going back, it's going to be weird. It's probably not going to be the same, kind of like Stargate, where it's like, oh, I know that person's going to die, and I'm like, oh, I know that person's going to die. So I won't have the surprise element anymore. But, oh, I love it. So maybe someday I'll watch it, rewatch it, readjust myself again. And that's it for watching and reading. I guess we'll go into life stuff. Not much has happened. The weather has been weird. I guess not weird. It's been rainy, humid, and muggy, and gross still. The temperature finally, I think the high yesterday was like 55, and I'm like, oh yes, this is what I want. 55. I don't remember what the temperature is supposed to get today. Somewhere around there. I think Monday and Tuesday is supposed to get to 70, and then it's going to drop again, so a cold. So that's the weather report. Leaves are changing. I need to take a picture and put it on Instagram. Our leaves are starting to change in our backyard. What else? Oh, I said my daughter was sick. Chloe was sick last weekend. All is well. It was not COVID. It was just a cold. Let's see. So she missed school Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday she probably could have went back Tuesday, but we decided just to leave her home one more day. And yeah, she's fine now. I think nobody's sick in this house. I hope it stays that way for a little bit. I'm going to knock on some wood up here. What else happened? Oh, I got my flu shot yesterday. Exciting, exciting. Definitely everybody in my house, I'm making them get a flu shot. Because the kids are back in school. The school germs are a-flowing, and my kids still have not been vaccinated for COVID yet because they are not old enough, but I feel like it's coming pretty soon, but we'll see. So my youngest daughter has a doctor appointment on Monday, tomorrow, so she will get her flu shot then. So then my husband and Chloe just need to go to Meijer or pharmacy or whatever and get their flu shots. Hopefully sometime this week or next weekend. And then we'll be good to go. Flu shots don't bother me. I don't get sick. My arm hurts a little, but nothing like the COVID vaccines. It's nothing like that. It's just like, if I go like that, it hurts a little bit. Other than that, it's fine. I don't know. Is that it? I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. I'm going to work on my mystery knit along, see how far I can get. The next section is something that I've never done before again, so we're going to learn something new today. The last section I've done before, so that one's should be pretty easy. It might take me a while, but it should be pretty easy. All right. I think that's it. I guess I will end it here. Like and subscribe, ring the bell if you want to get notified when I upload new episodes. I try to record on Sundays and have it ready to watch on Mondays. That's the schedule I like, and we'll see if we can keep up with it. I know once fall is here, kids are back in school, people are sick a lot, as I've said before. So we'll see. So far, I think I'm all right. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them right down there in the comment box, or whatever you want to call it. I do love reading them. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm always awkward at ending these things. I need to just end it. It's already 43 minutes. All right. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.